Question 2 is on quadratics and is pretty much indicative of the type of question which you can expect at some point in one of the papers. We are provided with the quadratic equation here. We can see the graph and we're asked to factorize the expression in part A. So to do that, we're looking for two numbers which multiply to -3 and add to -2. So those two numbers are going to be -3 and +1. So that's part 1. In part B, write down the coordinates of the points A and B. Well, if we are looking at points on the x-axis, we know the value of y, or the output here, is going to be 0. So in effect, we've got 0 equals x minus 3, x plus 1. So the only way that these two numbers multiplied together can give me 0 is if this is equal to 0. So if this is equal to 0, x minus 3 is equal to 0, in which case x must be equal to 3. So this point here must be the point 3, 0. Similarly here, x plus 1, if that is equal to 0, then x will be equal to -1. So A here is going to be the point -1, 0. Part C, we're asked to find the equation of the axis of symmetry. There's a number of ways you can do this. First of all, you can just kind of do it intuitively because we know that the quadratic is symmetrical. So our line of symmetry is going to go through this point here, C, and we can see that A and B must be equidistant from that center line. So if we look at the distance between them, so A is at -1, 0, and B is at 3. So the distance between them is 4. So halfway must be 2 points from either end. So we could see that that is 1. You could also use a formula. So x equals minus b over 2a from the equation. So b here is -2. So therefore minus b is actually going to be 2. Divided by 2a, well, a is the number in front of the x squared, which is 1. So 2a is going to be 2. So we can see that that is also going to be 1. The answer, remember that you get 1 point for the number, or the value of 1, and 1 point for writing x equals. So if you don't write that x equals, you will miss out on a point. Finally, write down the coordinates of point C. Well, we can see that point C here is actually on the axis of symmetry. So we know the x value because the x value of this is going to be 1, and we're trying to find out what the y value is. Fortunately, we've got this helpful equation up here which will tell us how to find out the y value. So we can say y is going to be equal 1 squared minus 2 times 1 minus 3, and that's going to give us -4. So the final coordinates are going to be 1 minus 4.